This monitor lizard shed tears for the first time to save a human girl, ultimately losing its precious life. It turns out that when it was very small, a giant python monster suddenly appeared in the city, and it was almost trampled to death by the panicked crowd. Fortunately, a human girl reached out to help, putting it in her backpack. That's how the little lizard narrowly escaped with its life. In the days that followed, the girl, who was also a refugee, took careful care of it every day and fed it water, and the little lizard came to rely on her as its most important person. Just like that, they quickly became the best of friends. But the man nearby noticed something was wrong because this little lizard was growing way too fast. The girl, however, mistakenly thought it was just a growth spur, but soon everyone learned the reason from a researcher. It turns out that in order to create a giant python resort, the company bred 2 giant pythons that could grow rapidly, but they didn't expect the grown pythons to be so powerful, which led to this disaster. And the little lizard in the girl's backpack was another juvenile python that had escaped from the lab. Seeing this, the researcher told everyone to get rid of the little lizard immediately, otherwise, in less than an hour, it would grow as fierce as the giant pythons outside. But the girl believed the little lizard wouldn't hurt humans at all, and wouldn't let anyone touch it. However, the people in the carriage were already paralyzed with fear, and started clamoring to kill the little lizard. Just then, a giant python outside heard the commotion and burst right in. Seeing things were going south, the researcher led everyone to hide in the next carriage. To save his own skin, he left the girl and her family behind. No matter how hard the girl pushed, she couldn't get the carriage door open. As the massive, terrifying python began to close in on them, the lizard suddenly grew in size, positioning itself to shield the young girl from harm. It was absolutely determined not to let anyone lay a single finger on its beloved master. The python continued to expand, slithering its way out into the open air. The young lizard followed closely behind, but was struck by a venomous bite in a truly vital spot. Yet driven by the desperate need to protect its master, it resolved to fight on and take the enemy down once and for all. And in its final moments, seeing its little master so heartbroken, the monitor lizard, a cold-blooded animal, actually shed tears before leaving the girl forever.